What can I say? Fantasy is just sometimes better than reality. Up, Whitey Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Noragami Chapter 88. So, last chapter, Yukine found out the truth about his upbringing, and it wasn't pretty. He grew up in a very abusive household, and he was dumb and didn't leave with his mama and his sister when he could. Because he had like some blind loyalty to his father, so he was abused by his drunken dad, and like in some case, starved in a sense. And one day Yukine was just like, "Fuck it," and ran away. And that's all we know for now. We don't know like what went down at the cabin where Nora is at. We don't know that yet. We don't know the true significance of the orb yet. We don't know where that ties in yet. We only know the beginning of Yukine's life story, and we know like the end of it. We don't know what went down in the middle. So it's going to be interesting to find out what happened in the middle and fill in all the pieces. And it sounds like Yato's going to be able to do that, because right now Yukine is just running away from his past, and he don't want to like even try right now because he's just so distressed. Anyway, let's get to this chapter and see what's in store for us this month. Speaking of Yato, if Yukine learned of his past, he'd probably hate the entire world. But if there was any place that was truly his home, it's here. Wait a minute. Isn't that the house that Yukine ran to? Oh my god, I think that's the house that Yukine ran to at the end of last chapter. Not an actor or replacement, but Yukine's real family. I honestly think that's the house that Yukine ran to at the end of last chapter. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. That's why Dad would come here and show Yukine the family that abandoned him. Chasing Yukine... Ooh, wait a minute. Not an actor replacement, but Yukine's real family. That's why Dad would come here and show Yukine the family that abandoned him. Chasing Yukine and the sorcerer. Yato, I brought something to warm us up. Phew, thanks a million, Kazuma. You need a nap? I could keep a lookout. Maybe I should. Oh, I understand what Yato's saying is because Father wants Yukine to focus so much on the darkness that he doesn't want Yukine to even remember the happier times in his life and his happier family. He just wants to focus on his asshole family. This is a pretty good spot for a lookout, after all. You think? I just think it would be easy to hit anything from here. So you think this is where he'll show up? The sorcerer, I mean. I can think of 3 places he'd go. He has to show up at one of them. That mountain. So the mountain that I think Yato is referring to is the mountain that we saw. That we saw a few chapters ago. That house, which we already saw, to this unassuming town, or here, which we haven't seen. We haven't seen Father there. We've only seen Father at the house. We haven't seen him at the mountain yet. Chapter 88 is titled Motive. So I put my best guess on here. Why do you think that? Ooh, you got the melty cheese buns. Ooh, that sounds like a cheese zombie, actually. Don't change the subject. These go great with soup. God, now I want a cheese zombie with tomato soup. That sounds amazing. Come on, Kazuma. Even you've got 1 or 2 assholes you've got no desire to probe, right? Oh my god, that sounds so wrong. I'm sorry. That needs that's a major phrasing. There's just one right now. Oh god. Oh god, that was funny and it's so wrong. Where did you sleep, Kazuma? You see the fire station? I used their break room. That was smart. So you went and found a nice warm bed just for yourself? You really are becoming a full-fledged Nora. That's harsh. So anyway, come, Reki. Spread. Ooh. With these spread around the town, we should know exactly where Dad shows up. This feels a bit strange for me, though, like I've been dispersed all around town. Okay, then I'm going to head over there and get some sleep. If anything happens, wake me up. I'll come right back. Don't treat people like they're your pajamas and alarm clock. Anyway, good night. Honestly, I gotta maintain my concentration. See? The house. I'm telling you, Yuki's there. Looks like we made it in time. Dad hasn't come here yet. Excuse me, are you Tajima Yuka-san? That's Yuki's older sister! Holy shit, Yuki's older sister still lives here! That may or may not be a good thing. I've got a bit of an idea about what Dad was planning when he made Yuki his Shinki. Hurt Yuki to the point of almost breaking, and when he feels he has no one he can turn to, he offers his hand, and from then on he can never leave his side. And then Dad can make him do whatever he wants, just like he did with me and Nora. Make us think that this was what we wanted. He wants to have Yuki kill them. I can't let that happen. This time I'm striking first. Holy shit, so... Wait a minute! So Yuki's... So wait a minute! So Yuki's older sister... So wait a minute! So wait a minute! How long was Yuki with his father before Wait a minute! How long? Wait a minute! Did Yuki's mom and older sister just live down the street then? Hold on a second. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like, oh, that's what it is. And show Yukin the family that a bit. Oh my god, so Yukin's mom and Yukin's older sister didn't move that far away. They moved like down, they moved to a house within the town. Oh my god. So Yukin, oh my god, that is nuts. So basically what it sounds like then, this is what I'm assuming happened then. Is that when Yukin ran away from his drunken father, he probably found where his mother and his older sister were and moved with them after he couldn't take that shit no more. And then my guess was, I don't know what the timeline is after that, is probably after a while, his father went into an extremely drunken... that's the thing, though. I don't know. The thing is that's still bugging me, though, is what went down at the cabin. Something went down at the cabin. I don't know what it was. Was it the father, like, because the older sister obviously still lives there. And we know that Yukin was murdered. That's one thing that we do know based on what we saw at the cabin was that Yukin was murdered. And I feel like what probably happened was Yukin's dad Yukin's dad had to have kidnapped him and murdered him at the cabin. That's what had to happen because he felt like Yukin, who was supposed to stick by him through thick and thin, abandoned him and murdered him. That's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. Because it sounds like Yukin, because it sounds like Yukin's sister and I don't know if his mom is still alive. I don't know if that's something I don't know. We don't know. It sounds like Yukin's sister is still alive. We don't know if Yukin's mom is still alive. Because that's another thing is that could be possible is that Yukin's mom was murdered by Dad too, but that's one thing I'm not sure about. But it sounds like Yukin's older sister is still alive. I just have this feeling that I just don't. That's the only thing I'm not sure about though, is if mom was murdered by dad too. But it sounds like based on what Yato is saying, it's really, you know what? If mom was murdered, then I wonder if that orb has something to do with mom being like a guardian angel kind of thing. That would be very interesting. I'm very curious about that. Wouldn't that be interesting if mom was like a guardian spirit kind of thing? If Yukine's mom was murdered by Yukine's dad? Because based on what Yato said, it said that only Yukine's older sister was still there. So, based on what Yato said, my guess, based on what Yato said, it sounds. I'm just theorizing here, but it sounds to me, based on what Yato was saying, that I just got this feeling that one or two things happened. Yukine's mama died of either Yukine's mama died from like disease or natural causes or something like that, or Yukine's mama and Yukine were kidnapped by dad, and there probably was like a murder-suicide situation happening. Like a double murder-suicide. But something Nora did say was that Yukine was like barely alive in the refrigerator. So, I don't know. But I feel like it's gotta be, something tells me that's what happened. But that's so interesting! That Yukine's so... I'm telling you, I think that's what I'm guessing happened. It's either Yukine just father did a murder-suicide of him and Yukine, but I really just have a feeling mom got murdered too. Something is telling me mom got murdered, because why else would Yato not mention Yukine's mom? Just something doesn't sit right with me with that. Very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and what remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Noragami content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.